Hi everybody, and welcome back to my video series. I'm documenting my journey to the world stage as a fitness model competitor. That being, the competition is on the 26th of June 2017. Today's date is the 10th of April 2017, and my very next fitness model competition is literally 27 days away. So it's a big countdown now. The pressure's on, and now it's down to really shaping up, getting everything prepared, and kind of just fine-tuning everything and really just making sure that I come in at my best on the day of the comp. But I want to talk about something real quick, and that is the paradox that I have, the mental battle that I have still, that I had going through to my first competition, that shows up every now and again coming into my second competition. That is, will I be lean enough? And I know it sounds crazy if you're watching this and you follow my journey and you saw me on stage and you see how lean I am. I'm about 8.5% body fat now as I film this. So you might be thinking, you're crazy. Like, I don't think that, you know, you're fucking crazy to think that you're too fat or you're not lean enough. Like, look at you now. But it's all relative, isn't it? And as I said, it's a mental paradox of like, you know, it's a push-pull thing of like, part of me feels like I'm not lean enough. The other part of me feels like my conditioning is good enough. And when I storytell on Instagram or Snapchat, and I tell, if you're watching this and you follow me on Snapchat, that I usually say that my conditioning, I feel, is good enough. But then the deeper part of me feels like I'm not lean enough. And sometimes I pinch away and pull away at the skin, you know, the little bit of fat that's kind of below my abs, and I wish I can get rid of this, and I wish I could, you know, and every now and again I pinch away at it. And, you know, that's the honest truth. But then the other part of me is like, you're good enough, you're lean enough, your conditioning is fine. You know, you're going as a fitness model competitor, you can't be over-conditioned. And then I look at my competitors and then I think, well, they're leaner than me. And then most of me doesn't look at my competitors and I don't care about my competitors. So it's a battle. It's a constant battle. And it's one voice against another voice. It's like, you're lean enough, you're not lean enough. You're lean enough, you're not lean enough. You're lean enough. No, you're not. So it's dealing with that. And it's an ongoing thing. It's almost every day that I deal with that conflict in my head. And I'm not sure if other guys go through it. I'm not sure if it's just a Brad thing or if it's just a competitor thing in general. But I think, you know, if I think generalistically, like if I think about, you know, you're going for a test, you're doing a theory test or an aptitude test. It's like you study and you study and you prep for it and you prep for it and you try and be as prepared as possible, but you walk into it never feeling fully prepared. You feel like you're never fully ready to sit the exam. Even on the day that you sit the exam, you study every single page, you highlight every single word, and you still feel like you're not ready for the test. And it's almost that same concept in fitness model land where, you know, you prep, you do everything you can, you train every day, you do 3 hours in the gym, you do your posing practice, you do your meal prep, you do everything you can, and you deal with life circumstances like go on dates with girls and this kind of stuff and try and make it all work. And then that voice inside your head says, I don't think you'd be ready enough. I don't think you'd be lean enough. And then the other voice is saying, shut the fuck up, I think I am. So honestly, that's what I wanted to talk about real quick. So that's my update. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen the rest of this series, like the beginning of this series, rewind, check it out. And or if you haven't seen my first video series where I got ready for my first ever fitness model comp, then go and check that out as well. And that's pretty exciting, so get on to that. So thanks very much for tuning in, and I'll see you in another video.